I won't slow down, building my empire in this buzzing town, casting my vision on the silver screen, my funded life a vivid sheen, my funded futures light the way.
Hey everybody, welcome, good evening. I'm Stephen Kalayjian and welcome to my Funded Futures during the Asia session. How is everybody? Let's go! Falco, Saya, Daxi, there you go. Anton, how are you? Hitchman, what's going on? Adam, JL, LL, Zephside, let's go. Vanessa is in the house. What's going on there? Let's go, Dan. Bear Trader, there you go. Where's the bear? Where's the bear tonight? 420, there it goes. Trader, there you go. Apple, Alexa, Dirtbag, NJS, Nasco, Investing Bell, Moistamacion, Panis, how are you? Romel, Linda, hey Linda and Kill Billy, what's going on? Trader 007 is in the house. There you go. All right. If the Nasdaq gets up to the 145, 140, 145 up to 80, 85, I'd short it. Gold, 41.35 on the gold up to 42, I'd short them. Okay? How is everybody? Hey, Baba Trading. L Skew, how are you? Tris Trading. How's everybody tonight? Who's this one here? Hello, sir. Lots from India. There you go. Satish Sharinta. All right. I hope Miss K is in the house. Miss K. Rod Trades. Dolce Leverage. What's up? Craig Gonzalez. How are you, Craig? How are you, brother? All right. How's everybody tonight? Queen O Trades. How are you, Queen O Trades? No, Craig. No. Why are you blowing trades, man? Matalano, how are you? Malmeni. DJ is here. DJ is in the house. And they're off at Belmont. All right. There goes the Nasdaq. Look to cover the gold short between the 30 and 40 range. To scalp it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, S&Ps. Bye-bye, Nasdaq. Let's go. Double L, how are you? Cheesy. Pepperoni, Rocky Mountain Trades. So what? It's next. You should have multiple accounts, not just a singular account. Okay? You need to have multiple accounts. You need to have multiple accounts. Okay? You need to have multiple accounts. I short them again here. If they get up to 55, 29,155 up to 95. S&Ps get up to the 30 handle, 30 and a half, up to 36 and a half. If you're still short, again, look to see if you get this drop. Bye-bye gold. Look to cover gold anywhere between the 31 and 34 range. All right, Michael B., how are you? Let's go. Samuel, get in there. Okay, Mr. Thomas, how are you? DMAC, what's going on, DMAC? Look at the gold drop. All right, look at the gold drop. There goes the gold. NASDAQ pushing up here. We won the war. Google absolutely kabooshed. Microsoft kabooshed. How in God's creation is Micron 983? What? Is that right? Hey. SanDisk up 30. Look to cover the NASDAQ here between the 40 and 50 range if you're short. Look at the gold drop. Look at the gold. Look at the gold here. NASDAQ just dropped 100. Where? Oh, now it didn't. Where did the NASDAQ just drop 100? The gold dropped 50 from the opening? Yeah. It traded down to 4,000, what, 65, 75? Bye-bye, NASDAQ. Bye-bye. You can cover between the 40 and 50 range or just keep lowering your stops. Gold just dropped 3.5, 4. S&Ps cover below 29. What a short. What a short. Wow. What's going on, D-Hall? D-Hall, you get that short, D-Hall? All right. Yes, sir. Cabooshed. Gold cabooshed. NASDAQ cabooshed. Rick Francis, how are you? All right back up here again. I short the NASDAQ 60 up to even. 60 up to even. What a short on the gold. Oh, my God. You're pushing up to new highs. You got the negative MACDs on the 30 and 60. The 60 reversed to sell. That was a Picasso. Okay? All right. Hey, Anik, how are you, Anik? Out at NASDAQ, short the Luke, 1269. NASDAQ, 29,400 by London. I don't know what you're on. I don't know, not with Google and Tesla down like that. That's just my opinion. I don't know, 29. Yes, sir. Good evening, OMHV. How are you? OMHV. Spyro, Mind Confessions. Michael, how are you? Luke, Chicken Trader. We Buy House, how are you? Mr. Thomas. NASDAQ rally at 120. They don't want to break this 29,000 mark. Look at these guys. They don't want to break the 29,000. Huh? I would say. All right. Bitcoin. All right, look to cover anywhere between the 45 and 60 range. Let's see here. Let's see what. Don't tell me they're going to go positive here. I'll really lose my mind. It should drop here. These 15s are getting ready. Look at this beautiful bear flag here. Here we go. Look to cover 45 to 60 range. Let's see. Got bear flags. What was that? We got bear flags setting up on the 30. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on. Drop. There you go. Great job. Motion Business. How are you, Adam? Nice to meet you. Rod Trades. G. Peralta. JB. What's going on? Brave Day. Get in there. Brave Day. When you do. How is the NASDAQ up? Don't ask me. How is the NASDAQ up? All right. Let's see here. If we get this drop here, we should get a drop here. These 15-minute time frames getting overbought. Negative MACDs on the 30 and 60-minute time frames. I wouldn't be long up here. No way. No way, no way, no way. No way. No way. AVKW, Captain Price, Kyle, what's going on? Mind Confessions, Bodine, Captain Price, did you how'd you do on your account you won? Dolce Leverage. If anything happens here. Drop. On drop. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. You can do it. It's okay. You can do it. Very, very quiet here. When they get down to here, they got to drop. It's crazy. 60. Gold was a nice short. Gold just dropped 6. They should drop here. Come on, let them roll over. Wait till these 15-minute time frames roll over. Wait. Here we go. 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 Nice drop. Nice drop, D Hall. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. Tell me you're short.
I am.
Please.
Still got 1 yard.
Short the world, Leo. All right, nice little short there. NASDAQ, we have 1 or 2 good shorts there on the NASDAQ. They should drop here. NASDAQ just dropped about 17. Gold dropped about 6. That's all it takes. Boom, boom, boom. Rocky Mountain, MU is up 30 from the close. I know why. Why? That wasn't, but I'll take $540 and to go home. Good. Hey, DMCA's, there you go. Get in there. Wait till these 15-minute time frames roll over. Woo. Linda NQ, you got it? There, get in there. Everybody, oh, why are they rallying on the 1 minute? Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we won the war. If they get up to 70 at Shortham, 70, 29,000, 170 to 29,210. You got to go wide if they get up there. If they get up there. Boom! They hit 70?
Yep.
There you go. Lower your stops if you shorted it. Wow, what a drop. Nice little quick shorts there. Everybody welcome Diggy. Diggy, is that your name? Diggy? Hold on. Nice little short. Boom. Guys got smashed the legs. How's my Steve sleep? How's the dog? He's home resting, my Henny. Boom, short him again here, 80 to 20. Got to be shorting him up here, 80 to 20. Why are they rallying? What are they doing here? Why are they not getting killed? NASDAQ up on the day. NASDAQ's up 140 since 7 o'clock. We won the war. Okay, somebody. Boom. Somebody. Right. Don't fade. Don't panic. Let's just scale in 80 to 20. If it drops to 80 to 90, I would look to cover. I don't know what the hell just came out. Anybody know? Gold's not even moving here. Does anybody know where Google's trading? Good luck, everybody. Anybody know where Google's trading? Anybody? Anybody know? Anybody know where Google's trading here? Now, if the 15-minute time frame's reversed to buy, you're going to go into a buy disconnect on the NASDAQ. So we'll see if any. I think then the lows look to cover anywhere between the 80 and 95 range on the NASDAQ. 334. So it's only up. Oh, here we go. It's only tempted to long NASDAQ. I don't know about that. Again, look to cover 80 to 95 here. Google 334. I don't get it. Tesla, where's Tesla? 358. Why is Micron up? Hello, chat. Okay, best of luck, everyone. Okay, sign up. Got cooked. How could you get cooked, Albio? How could you get cooked? There's no way for you to have gotten cooked. You're long NASDAQ at 29,102? Well, that had to be before us. Two spare, what's going on? There's the link. Sign up for the link.
I did.
Okay. Okay. All right. What's this what just came out? Financial juice is tripping. What just came out? I can't read it. Lauren, text it to me, please. What the hell just came out? The House of Representatives today advanced legislation that would stop members of Congress from buying individual stocks while in office. That's it? Oh, nothing? All right. A $65 candle wick. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Well, they got down to 94.5 here. Iceman in the house. Iceman, why are they rallying with Google and Tesla getting kabooshed? Iceman. All right. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Patrick, where have you been, Patrick? How is the NASDAQ and S&P rallying? Right, you got the NASDAQ here now. Get the 30s and the 60s turning up, so let's just see if we get one more push down here. The 15s reverse to buy will look for pullbacks for long, but they got to get some type of deep oversold condition on the 5. Oh, a lot of people cheat. I will tell you this: if you post your number, I'm not calling it. I'm being honest. Okay, if you guys post your number, I am not. MU 991. Put this Nasdaq up here, 30 up to 70. S&P's 40 up to 47. No way. Gotta look for pullbacks. Anybody have an idea why they're at Micron 991? Where's AMD trading? Nasdaq rallied about 150 points since the opening here. Boom. About 100 and almost about 100. Gold was a good short. AMD, where's AMD? 556. That's nothing. Micron 991. Let's see what Google's creeping back up. I tried to get long at 325, missed it. Well, just scalping in and out here. You got the 10-year bond at 4.68%, the 2-year bond over 4. Chinese investors rushing into private funds. I don't think that's it. SanDisk up 40. See if this thing's gonna drop. It's all Google. Google's 335. It's still down 11. 5-year jumped. Look at the 5-year Japanese yen bond. Micron's more than up over 20. Micron closed at 958.89. Micron's trading 991. Who said Google's going green? I still think they're going to drop. You're 90 points above the 10-bar weighted moving average. They just want to do everything. Look at the stocks. 167. Let me see. SOXL, where they close. Wow. NVIDIA up 80 cents. Well, let's just see. Sanders 1633 up 50. Wow. Treasuries and oil today, no correlation. They don't care. Nope, they don't care. No, sir. All right, the 15s are going to reverse to buy. It's going to correlate with the 60s, so you want to look to buy pullbacks. So we just got to wait for a nice pullback on the 5-minute here. Let's see if we get 106 points above the 10-bar weighted moving average. Romo, good job. Good night, Bubba. Short gold again. Yes, 38, 37 up to probably 37 up to 44. Look to cover the NASDAQ here between the 20 and 40 range or 30 and 40 range on the NASDAQ. Short gold again, the pullback. You want to buy pullbacks here, especially if this 15 reverses to buy here. What a long. All right, here we go. Starting to drop again. Look to cover between the 30 and 40 range here if you're short. They do this almost all the time. They just try to goose them. The plunge protection team just tries to goose them. All right, they're dropping here. Why are you missing out, Chicken Trader? Yep, my friend just texted me this. The plunge. There you go, NASDAQ. Bye-bye gold. Die. There you go. Bye-bye gold's down 4. NASDAQ down 25. That's not true. You don't need 6 to 9 markets to get setups. If you want to learn from me, Mini Max 4, I'll teach you. Limit order didn't get filled. Where you putting the limit orders at? 90? Oh, plunge protection team. Oh, you have your own system? Okay. Gold just dropped 7, a 6. Here we go, Brad. Come on. Give me 20. If it goes to 22.15, it should test the 200 level. NASDAQ just dropped 40 just now. Sorry, 35. $35. Gold, if you didn't get it, no, I would cancel the short now if you didn't short it. Yes, sir. What for 4 today? All right, under over. Okay. up here. All right, the 15's reversed to buy on my indicator 4 right here. You see this right here? I'd like to get a pullback to 190, yes. I'm looking for probably the 3 first because the ADXs are rising, and then I'll look for the 5. So here, if you see the 3-minute right here, it's got down to what, 18? I want to get the 3-minute time frame. You see the ADX rising here? I want to get the 3-minute to get oversold. I'll leave the 3 up. Here we go. Let them drop. A rate cut? No. No, I don't think they're going to do anything this year. I think, if anything, I mean, you got the 10-year bond right now trading at 4.64%. Oh. Remember, tomorrow after the close, Intel earnings tomorrow. What did IBM do today after hours? See what IBM did. Tesla got kabooshed. IBM finished. I'm gonna watch it. Gotta watch it. It just ran 20 on the ba-da-ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-ba-bum, ba-bum. That's right. Tomorrow I'll be on the My Funded Futures TV tomorrow. That's right. Wait. Oh, brother. Yes, sir. Get one more push up to a new high. You got these 30-minute time frames. You got big bear flags here. Just look at the bigger time frames here. Let me just show you. Look at the 30-minute right here. Look at the 60-minute right here. You're pushing up into negative MACDs here. This is not going to work. And wait till these 30-minute time frames roll over. You may go right back down to here on these 30s. You're going to get kabooshed here. This NASDAQ pushes up to the 55, 50, 55, 60. I start shorting some. You can't ignore these bigger time frames, the 30 and 60-minute time frames. NASDAQ needs to drop, I correct. Hey, Brad Allen, how are you? Okay, so the 15s and the 30s. So what, Jonathan? John? What, that didn't drop? I think there was a couple of drops. There wasn't a stop out here, right? Here, 73, got down to 43. I mean, what are you guys looking for? 100 handles every time? I just don't get it. I'll give you an example. Let's say I call this short here, 40 up to 80, let's just say. And you short 40s or you short 45s, right? Okay, and you put bids in. The best thing to do is you put a stop back at 45, right? How'd you get cabooshed? Again, because I'd like to hear what you did. Okay, how are you trading the market? See, this is the problem. Okay, so if you shorted the NASDAQ here, let's say I called the range 40 up to 80. Okay? And they've dropped, invisible. What are you talking about? You didn't get this short here? Boom. So what do you want? A 200-point drop every time? Okay? Okay, so I don't do single lot entries. So if you shorted NASDAQ here, okay, and I said, look to short 40 to 80 right here, okay, and it gets up to 55, and let's say you sold 45s and you sold 55s and you doubled up, okay, and then it drops all the way down here. What are you expecting? It drop down to like 0? I don't understand you guys. I really don't. Okay, so yes, I've been fading the short off the 15 and the 30s, okay? But I'm also waiting for a pullback to get long. However, if you're putting a trade on here, okay, let's say I call the range here, which was 50 to 90, and it pushes up here to 73, and then it drops here to 43. Do you not start covering and then lower your stops? Okay? And first of all, 40 points on the NASDAQ is not, okay, yeah, you are. Okay, you are. All right? So what I'm saying is, in the NASDAQ, any professional trader doesn't do single lot entries, number one. And number two, okay, if you're trading micros, all right, and you're scaling in, whether it's 1122, whether it's 1248, whether it's 2244, there's different combinations. All right? So if you're going to call, so what do I want me to do? Okay, short NASDAQ here, 243. Put a stop at 293 and look to cover 205. Is that what you want? That's how people don't trade like that. Okay? People don't trade like that. All right? And if you don't understand how to scale in and scale out of trades, then don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. My community knows how to do it. They've learned it and they've mastered it. Okay? But don't tell me that you couldn't make money on a lot of these shorts. Okay? Don't tell me, because you got the wrong guy. All right? You got the wrong person. And I'm telling you, God, I'm telling you now. If you're trying to learn, then be respectful. Okay? And ask, hey, can you explain better? Okay? So if I call a range of a 40-point range, which is really nothing in the NASDAQ, it's really 2, maybe 4, 3, tops 4 entries. If you guys are going to start doing single lot entries, then I'm not the guy for you. Because when I trade an AMD or a SanDisk or a Micron, you think I'm just going to say short Micron at 960 and watch it go to 970? I mean, what do you want me to do? Get stopped out 99.9% of the time? Okay? Yelling? This is not yelling. This is emphasizing. You want to hear me yell? Okay? You don't even know. You never heard anybody. I'm emphasizing. I'm trying to explain. There's a difference. Yelling and screaming at somebody is different. Okay? All right? And I'm not yelling. I'm emphasizing a point because I want you all to be successful. All right? I want you all to be successful. It's not, you don't have to be forgiven. I'm not mad. Okay? But ask the question. Ask. All right? There's a difference. There's a way to ask. So if you're going to take a position, all right, you have to understand that when you're trading a volatile asset like the Nasdaq, or even the S&Ps. The S&Ps, you see, I only do like a 6-handle range. I'll sell 44s, I'll sell 45 and a halves or 46s, okay? And maybe, don't worry about it. Just ask the question. Say, can you explain how you're scaling? Can you explain, what the methodology is based upon or things like that? I'm happy to share it with you, okay? So if the Nasdaq's trading 29,000 and change, it's going to trade a lot different than the S&Ps, right? Okay? All right? You got to understand that when you're learning the markets, okay? And yes, first of all, I understand one thing. Trading a prop account is a lot different than me trading a live account. Absolutely. I'm far from an idiot, okay? I'm far from an idiot. There's certain plans to get a $2,000 drawdown. There's consistency rules. There's this rule. That's why I say to people all the time, and again, I'm not an affiliate, to try to get different plans. Try to get like 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts. Do one for gold, one for Asia, or 2 for Asia, and then maybe 2 or 3 during the day. And then try to get your 50 to 100, 50 to 80 on each account, and then rotate back. And when you hit your goal, the $200, $400, $500 for the day, you stop, or you go buy more accounts. Okay? And if 99% of the people are trading props, then you have to understand, okay, so maybe, and again, I'm not telling you what to do, maybe the prop account that you have, okay, is not the proper account for you. Meaning, why don't you do a bigger account? Maybe there's an account, maybe the 100,000 or the 150. Okay? So what I'm saying is, some people, look, I had a $150,000 account. I made $36,000 in 3 days. Okay? About 9-10 months ago. All right? And all of a sudden, I got long silver. And next thing I know, it was down $11,000 in silver. True story. Or 9,500, 9,800. Okay? So I tried to buy more. I had like 4 lots left. And I couldn't do it. And apparently, they told me I blew the account. I said, wait a minute, time out. I got $36,000. I lost 11. I still have 25,000 to play. You know what he told me? No, you don't. I go, why? You lost 30%. I said, so what? I got $25,000 left. He goes, nope, that's not the way it's done. I said, that's it. I can't do this.
Okay. Numbers.
How many?
245.
345?
Or 6, sorry. 246.
Number 14.
Piranhas Club.
Piranhas Club. Is he here? Piranhas Club? Piranhas? No? Oh, boy.
I don't see him.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, there he
just
is.
popped in. Is there a delay
right.
on this? Is that why?
It's about 5, 6 seconds.
Oh, okay,
for
not
them.
long. Okay, not longer than that. Okay,
No.
congratulations, Piranhas Club. club? How are? Okay, number 71. Number 71.
Trader 007 NQ.
Whoa, Trader 007.
All right, next.
He's not here?
No, he is.
Oh, one more?
Yep.
Number 127.
Plunky Poo. Plunky Poo. That's his
Plunk-
name. Plunky Poo.
Oh my God, how did I pick that one? Plunky Poo, are you in the house? Oh, he's here. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was the fastest response ever.
All right, back to you.
All right. So, again, all right, maybe I could do something a little bit better here. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if I can do this here. Can you turn the light on for 1 second? Yeah. All right. I have a whiteboard, but let me just see. Yeah. Oh, you got it. You got. Yeah, it's on. Flip it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
it was
move.
up
Just
already.
move, and it'll. All right, if you move it, can everybody? I gotta move. I don't know if it's light sensitive to me. I got the Midas touch.
Yeah. Same thing.
All right, can everybody see my pad here? Can everybody see my pad? All right, I'm gonna go over this. Okay. Everybody see my pad? Okay. All right. So if I call a range to short the Nasdaq 40 to 80, and your stop is 95, it's always 15 above. You guys see that? Can you guys see that right there? Or maybe I got one better. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if this thing still works. If this works better yet. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Do this here. Trader 007. Good. All right. So can everybody see my board here? All right. I'm going to try to do this the right way. If I call a range, let's say I call a range to short the Nasdaq 40 up to 80, and your stop is plus 15 above this offer. Okay, so now your stop would be 95. The first thing you have to determine is it a scalp or a pattern trade. Okay, you see that? Okay, so now that you have your range, you decide the next thing. A, do you want to take the trade? 2, how many contracts you want to scale in to the trade? Okay, do you want to go a total of 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever, right? Okay, you determine how many contracts you want to sell. Okay, so if your range is 40 to 80 and your stop is 95, I'll just leave that up there. Okay, next thing you know, you're going to say to yourself, okay, all right, I'm going to do 8 contracts. So maybe you sell 1 at 40, you put offers in, you sell 2 at 50, that's 3, and maybe you sell, I don't know, 2 more at 60, that's 5, and maybe you sell, how many I say you're gonna do? Let's say you do 8, and you do 3 at 70. If you just put those orders in, okay? But you're only gonna get filled, okay? You're only gonna get filled on, let's say, these 2. So now your average price is roughly about 47 and a half, right? 47 and a half. Okay? You see that? Okay? So now your stop still stays at 95 because now it starts dropping. It starts dropping 40, 38. So maybe you cover 1. you cancel your stop at 95, and then what you do is you lower your stop to 47. Okay? This is why people are not understanding. You have to be able to be very quick on the ladder, the DOM. Okay? If this NASDAQ gets up here to the 80 handle, 80 up to 20, I would short it. Okay? So now, let's say your stop is at 4, you covered one at 38, pushes up to 42, and then it drops to 35. You then lower your stop from 47.5 to probably 44.5, right? Okay? And you can continue. The problem most people have, look at the NASDAQ just dropped 30 while I'm doing this. Jesus. You got the sell divergences here. Anybody short the NASDAQ up there?
I am.
Okay. Okay. I'm not understanding it. Okay. Okay, I'll do it again. Okay. All right. If I call a range to short NASDAQ, 80 up to 220, 180 to 220. It's a 40 handle range, right? The first thing, Captain Price, you need to do, okay, all right, is what? That's not right, Jeff. That's not true, okay? Is how many contracts do you want to trade in that range, okay? Because you're in a buy disconnect, you're scalping the short, right? Captain Price, do you understand that? Don't fight the trend, Profit. I disagree. You're not fighting a trend. You're taking divergences, okay? Okay? I'm not going to survive. I don't know why. So now you have 80, 180 to 220. And you say, I'm going to go 10 contracts in. So you sell 2 at 180. You sell 2 at 190. I'm just giving you a bunch of examples. You sell 4 at 200, okay, and you just leave it there and you see what happens. It trades up to 190. You're short 4. Average price 185, right? Now, all of a sudden, it starts to drop. It drops to 175. Again, you're scalping it short. You cover 1 of the 4. You're short 3. You're not going to leave your stop at 235. You're going to lower your stop back down to 185, where your originally is your average price. Okay? You can't see the sheet. You can't see the board. Oh, no. Okay? So, scaling in and scaling out is something that people do. So I have a gentleman that is part of my community, right? And he said to me, Stevie, I don't want to trade options anymore. Please teach me to trade futures and how you scale into your trades, okay? And you have to be very cognizant, okay? And you have to be understanding. He says to me, I know your methodology well, but I need to learn how to trade futures. And I said, okay. So he said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn how to go on a simulator, and I'm just going to practice the DOM. I'm just going to practice putting orders in, taking orders out, putting orders in, putting orders out, right? Okay. After 3 days, he calls me and he says to me, I'm going to now, okay, all right, then what you should do, he said, I'm going to now take your ranges and I'm going to practice on my sim. All right. So I said, great, no problem. So for 6 days, 3 days, he just practiced the software, 3 days of just scaling, listening to my stream during the day, taking positions in and out, in and out. Now, he knows my system pretty damn well. He's an accountant. He works from home. And he says to me, I'm I'm ready to go live. I'm like, good luck. He's got a good sized account, cash account. So we went to go trade. So next thing I know, he calls me up after 4 days. I made $7,000. I'm like, great job. He said, my goal is to try to make $800 to $1,500 to $2,000 a day. I'm like, well, that's great. Just, be consistent and just anything I can do to help you, whatever. Okay. But for those of you who don't understand a methodology or don't understand the ability to trade, I don't do what's called, so when AMD today traded, I didn't just go short AMD at 250 and watch it go to 260, right? I put more out at 254, covered at 251 or 250 and a half, traded up to 257, sold some 259. I'm sorry, 557, 559, shorted them, dropped down to 55 and a half, covered, okay? But every time I'm putting orders in, I'm not just doing the same amount, okay? If I'm just giving an example, make it simple. 1,000 shares at 57, I'm offering 2,000 at 59 to bring my average price up. Okay, you understand? Okay, so again, the art of scaling in and scaling out is very important. All right. Yes, you could place stop orders on the DOM. Absolutely. All right. Okay. I have young Jack in the background. Okay. So when you don't understand something, I can see where it's confusing. Okay. And what you need to do, okay, is understand once you're able to master, and I tell people you could learn about my multiple time frames, you could learn my methodology, you could learn everything you need to do. Okay. All right. Okay. But here's the thing. If you don't understand how to use the DOM for execution, again, everybody has a different way of trading, whether it's a chart or DOM. I think trading on the DOM is so much more better. Okay. But if you don't know how to scale in and scale out of trades, in my 44 years, come this August 1st, I will tell you, I think it's very difficult. I mean, there are people who might prove me wrong. I think people who execute on a chart, I think, look at the NASDAQ drop 40 just now. Okay. All right. So, for me, I don't know how everybody does things, but I'm not going to criticize or judge others. Just use ICT. Goodbye, Zura. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Zura. Okay, that's an insult. Okay, so my guys use different. They use different firms. Interactive Broker. They use Bloomberg. They use different. They use different. Okay. Um. Okay. So TradeStation is great, TradeAvate, Ninja. Everybody uses different ones. I use Interactive Broker and Bloomberg. Okay, believe it or not. Okay, gold is pumping. Yes, I see it. I don't know why. I think it's a short, 41 and a half up to 48 and a half, 9. Okay. All right. They can be. I mean, I don't use. Somebody asked me what I use. I don't use that. Okay. Um, but again, you could do single lot entries if you want. I just don't know how effective that is. Okay. So there are a lot of times, like for example, let's just say you shorted the gold at 41 and a half, 42, and it drops $5. That's not single lot entry. That's not a single lot entry. That's executing on one time while you're scaling in. So let's say I'd be 41 and a half, 43s, 44 and a half, fives, 47s. I'm scaling in like that, right? Or when I'm trading the GLDs, I'll sell, 1,000 at 80, 2,000 at, I don't know, 81, 81 or 3,081 to bring my average price up to 70 to 80 or something like that. So when you're trading them, oh my God, look at this gold just dropped $8. Jesus. Again, who just anybody short that? That was a great short. Yeah, gold sold down to 74 and a ricocheted right back up. I mean, insane. And the price was probably about $50 from the 10 bar weighted moving average. Okay. It's going to be a very hard fall, like the season fall or hard fall. I agree. I think it's coming. Okay. All right. Wow, Sinister Scalper. That's a great job on the gold. But again, I don't get mad at people asking questions. I get mad at the way the questions are asked, meaning I find sometimes they could be disrespectful. How about just saying, "Hey, Steve, can you explain better on, your methodology, or can you explain better?" I mean, I'm doing this for 44 years. What day trader's been around for 44 years, right? This August 1st, I'll be 44 years in the game. All right? Are you kidding me? Asking me that question? All right. Another one's got to go. That's it. I'm on a mission tonight. No. Banning. Okay? Am I profitable? Would I be here if I wasn't profitable? Oh my God. Instead of asking me a question like that, you should look in the mirror and see if you're profitable. You know that? Like, are you truly profitable? Really? Okay? The things I've done, I have nothing to prove to anybody. The things I've done, the recognition I've gotten, the things I've done. Okay? No, I'm not gonna let one person or two people. Okay? Ghost Trader from Ireland, how are you? Okay? The name of the game, instead of asking a question like that, why don't you learn? Why don't you want to learn from someone with experience, right? All right. Would you rather have knowledge or experience? I would take experience, okay? Like Ryan once showed me. Okay. So again, what a short up there at 80 on the NASDAQ. No, I'm not even trying to make funny about it. What happened? Look at the gold drop. Did you get short up there at 80?
No, I didn't.
Nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So I think what's really important that you try to learn and better your life every day and try to learn a skill, learn. All right. See if we get a pullback here. I'm looking for a pullback down, maybe down to the 15-20 range. I don't do market orders. I think limit orders are the proper way, especially if you're going into a position. Okay. Okay. So I think I don't use if you're going to use market orders, I think thank you, GQ. I think if you're going to use market orders, you use market orders for stop orders. You don't use like sell stop orders. Okay. I only had a brain. So if you're placing orders, let's say for example, if you're scaling in to a trade on long or short, you want to use limit orders, right? And if you want to use the trade the market on, you put a stop order in, you put a buy stop market. So let's say you're short and you just put a buy stop market. If you put a buy limit market in, let's say you put a buy limit order in at 80, and in the fast market goes right up. Okay, all right, and then next thing you know, your buy stop limit becomes a bid, right? And you got to wait for it to come back down. It may not come down. It may just go straight back up, right? So I think limit orders for me is the way to go. I can't tell you what to do, but I think that what you need to remember is if you're going to do stop orders, do buy stop market and sell stop market. I think that's really something. Yes, I do have them invisible. Yeah. Here's one. Okay. Hey, Steve, if you call a range and it drops and you cover and make money and the price goes back up to the same range, no, it is not. That's a great question. Okay. Are funded accounts worth it or not at all? I think they're worth it. Why wouldn't they be worth it? I think I also do a podcast called The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly, and that's it's on my SK Trading YouTube every night. It's about anywhere from 8 to 13 minutes. No, I'm not shorting him here now. No. White Sec, nice to meet you, sir. All right, so all three time frames reverse to buy. So now what you want to do here, especially when the 30s, what you want to do, you can see the 30s reversing to buy. What you want to do is now is look for the pullback here on a 5-minute time frame. Nowhere near it. You want to get the 5s to get oversold. Then what you want to do, you want to look for the pullback on the 15. So somewhere tonight, you want to get a pullback into this positive MACD on the 15. So somewhere, I'm thinking between the 190 and the maybe the 215, or maybe the 180 and 210 for these 15s to set up a nice bull flag. You want this to look like this here, pull in. You want the positive MACDs here. You want the oscillator to get oversold, and then boink, do that. That's what I'm expecting for later. They all have the same weight. Thank you, DMAC. Thank you. No, I mean, just because you see an offer on, let's say on the NASDAQ, you see 50 lots offered at 270, and you put one order. First of all, sometimes there's an old saying where I come from where the bigger offers, you want to see a book loaded up on offers. That means that it's bullish. It's meant to be taken, right? But like, just because somebody's offering 50 lots in NASDAQ at 270, if you're trying to go in at 975, I don't know. Does that work? I mean, I don't know if that's something I would do. I would just look to pretty much trade the pattern, right? That's what I think is probably more important. Not just see if we get some type of a pullback on the 5-minute. Want to see a drop here. Okay. This gold just ripped here a little bit. Again, I think this gold's a short. The 30s and the 60-minute time frames. NASDAQ hit that 75. This is why I'm looking for this pullback here. 73. And again, if you look here, you can see the 30-minute time frames look like they're going to roll over. You're pushing up here, new highs. Look at the 60-minute time frame. I don't know. I think these 30 and 60s are going to really caboose them in the London session. Great job, Kyles. Michael B. Caboosing coming. Oh, yeah. I am looking for lower prices. Yes, 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 yes. I'd like to see him drop some more. I don't know if anybody got short above 80. It happened really quick about 25 minutes ago. I don't know if you got it. Well, the scaling in, so I want to be clear. So there was somebody here one night, and he called me afterwards. He said, Steve, I blew an account. I said, what'd you do? He said, I scaled in. I said, okay, how'd you scale in? Every 10, every 10, every 12? Or he says, no, every 2 points. I says, no. If I call a range in NASDAQ 260 to 290, you can't go 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74. I said, what are you, crazy? This is the NASDAQ you're talking about. You can't do that. You're going to get cabooshed. And he got cabooshed. Right? So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. So most of the people in my community, when they trade the NASDAQ, if it's volatility like this, we keep it 40. 40 is not a lot. Okay? You called me at 3 a.m.? I didn't hear it. Okay? So NASDAQ just dropped 35 points from here. All right? So yeah, as the same thing on the S&Ps. If I call a range and it's a scalp, it's 6 points. So if I said, look to here, for example, let's say I say look to buy the S&Ps here, 36.5 to 46.5 range. I'm looking then 36s, maybe 34.5s, maybe 30. I'm sorry, I apologize. If I said 36.5 to 42.5s, maybe you go 42, maybe you go 40.5s, maybe you go 40s, right? Bye bye. Nasdaq's down 40. Okay. So higher volatility, I would go wider. And sometimes, like if you have real crazy volatility, like in April, look at this, 50 down. You may have to go 50 wide. You may have to go 50 wide, right? So if you go 50 wide, maybe what you do is if you short like 50 to 90 or 50 to even, maybe you go 55, you go 70, etc. Okay? So you want to go wide, Jonathan. Okay? Or John, you hear me? You were going 50 in April. I don't know. You got to go wide. How wide? Every 10, 15? All right. If they get down to the even to 35, I look to buy them on the NASDAQ. Even to 35. S&Ps, if they get down to the, I would say the 37 to 43 range. Let's see. What happens, Sue Spare? Okay, what happens, Sue Spare? How do people pass eval so fast? I've been on mine for 2 weeks, barely reaching half of profit target. Are you trading during the U.S. session? Oh my God, look at them go. Oh wow, 35. Look at them. Just ran 19. Ugh. Oh, look at that. 32. Just ran 20. Jesus Christ. I was going 100 on those moves. You're talking April of this year? That was pretty crazy though, right? Wow, that was a good long. That's the first pullback on the 5 minute after the 15s reversed to buy. So you should be able to pass evals with 3 to 5 micros. I mean, I probably would do more like 5 to 7, 5 to 8, especially if you're going to trade the NASDAQ and scale in maybe every 12 to 14, something like that. 1 to 3 micros, and well, that's hard. That's hard. Seuss Bear. Moon Boy, how are you? Bear sound when it drops like 50 to 100. All right, the gold's pushing up here to new highs. This gold gets up to the 43.5 to 1 at 51.5. I would look to short it. Damn it. I'm trading 3 to 10 micros. Okay. There you go. Right? 3 to 5 micros is doable. I don't know about 3. 5, I can probably say. I probably would go 5 to 8. Well, Seuss Bear, text me. I'll help you on the scaling in process. 914-500-7484. What's this here? This Coinbase 67. Had the right buy down there. Damn it. Had the right buy. Hey, Wilson. Wilson is gold. Can you please text me at 914-500-7484 and I will help you. Invisible B, you can text me and call me anytime. Same number. Wilson is gold. It's in the Discord and the educational material. You have all the videos, the courses, and you have everything that you need there. Okay. Seuss Bear, again, if you need help, I'm here. If you want some help, 914-500-7484. Just text me. Nice short here at 55. All right. All right, you got a nice little bull flag setting up on the 5. Same thing with the NASDAQ, S&Ps. You can go 36.5 to 43.5 on the S&Ps. NASDAQ even to 35 for a long. Everybody I know that trades in my community does pretty much limit orders. Okay. The high was here, what? 73. Here we go. The low here, you should have bought, if you bought one at 35, just look to sell 45.50. Should get another rally here. Mikey, good job, Mikey. Like that Intel trade at the end of the day, that Intel, and I said I would get out, boom, right on the highs. I still expect these 5-minute time frames. So the strategy here is if the 15-minute time frame reverses to buy right here, you want to buy the first pullback on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, they should go here. That's a beautiful bull flag right here. So if you bought 35s, I would ride it. And if it drops, I would buy more. NASDAQ, S&P's identical, same pattern. There you go. NASDAQ hits 55, it'll be up 20. No, if you scaled in one, that's fine, because let's say it would have dropped to 25, then you would have bought maybe 2, right? The way P&L turns red immediately after entering a trade, why can't it show green just as fast? If you need some help about trading NQ, you can just give me a call or text me. I'm happy to talk to you. Can't believe it's Thursday tomorrow already. It doesn't have to be necessarily 1, 2, 3, 4, John. It could be 1, 2, 2, 4. I mean, don't make it a science. Wow, gold just got kabooshed. Anybody short the gold above 43? That's a good one. 44. Gold just dropped 4. I would just look to cover or lower your stops. There you go, Jeffrey. So let's say on the gold, for example, you sold the gold at 43.5. Maybe the next one you go is 45 or 40, you go 43.5, you go maybe 45.5, 45. You're scaling in on the position and you go higher, right? This gold, I would love to see this NASDAQ all the way get down to 19 to 20, but I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Hey, trader Y3M. No, there's nothing right or wrong about it, John. It's the way NASDAQ's going to go here. Again, even to 35, I would look to buy it. Look at this, 50 down. There's nothing wrong about it, though. You determine how many contracts you want to buy. Oh my God, gold just dropped $7, $8. What is going on? Wow. Jeff, you see this gold? Oh, Jesus. God. So, John, basically, you determine how many contracts you want to get long. So here, for example, let's say you bought, you bought 30s, or you bought, I told you you're going to get to 19. Oh my God. Something just came out. Oh my God. Gold just dropped 13. Where's the bear? Just don't want the bear. I think you get one more push up, because look at these 30 and 60-minute time frames. Oh my God, they're going to get killed. You want to get one more push down to set the long on the 15s, and then you want to get the hell out. Crude pop, yep. Crude was a short of about 43.5. Well, something must have come out, because oil looks like it just popped here. If you can see the oil. $88 in oil. Oof. Sir. And oil just rallied 20. Finally, NASDAQ. Yep. Oh. I short this oil up here. If it gets up to the 60 to like 80, 80 range on the oil. If the Nasdaq can get one more push up here. I knew it was going to drop with these 60 and 30-minute time frames. Oh my God, oil just dropped 20 cents. Look at this oil. Oh wow, and this oil is great to trade, man. Where's Amazon trading right now? Nasdaq, you can scale out any longs here, 20 up to 35. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this crude. I couldn't even say it fast enough to short it. Nasdaq right back up. 20 up, there you go. Boom. Now, oil drops 30 and the Nasdaq just ran 30. Okay, there you go. There you go. I'd be flat. Okay, J-Dubs. You should be out of the, right? There you go. What a drop on the gold. 43. The high was 44 on gold. This gold, they're doing everything they can to keep Nasdaq above 29,000, keeping everything they can to keep the gold above 4,000. Ultimately, I think gold goes to 3,700, and ultimately, I think the S&Ps go to 7,000, and I think Nasdaq should go to 26.8, either 25.8, 26.5, or 27.3. I don't think Nasdaq's going to 23,000. Look at this. Look at this. Oil just dropped 40 cents. Oil dropped 40. Nasdaq just ran 30. S&Ps, I'd be kicking out above 44. Out. 44. Out. There you go, Moonboy. Moonboy. Seuss Bear. You see Moonboy? He just passed. Get in there. Train wreck coming? Oh, yeah. Falco, good job. Come on, Seuss Bear. Get in there. Corp trades. Look at the Nasdaq. Oof. What was the low? 07 on Nasdaq? Look at this oil. Jeff, did you couldn't short the oil above 60, right? That was just too fast. Oh, I see oil pounding like that. I just fade it. Fade it. Fade it. Fade it. Whoever mentioned that oil was popping, thank you for that, because I immediately said, look to short the oil. But it was, I said 60 or higher. Can this be the high of the day? Where, in oil? In oil? Wait, Nasdaq, oh my God, look at this oil, 60 cents. Whoever said, look at oil, oil's popping, thank you. I don't know if they'll continue to go up, because I think with the negative MACDs and the 30-minute time frames in the 60s are going to roll over. I think the Nasdaq goes lower. That's it. ORBF low trading. I mean, gold's down 14. Nasdaq just rallied 40. S&Ps rallied 4. Oil just dropped 60 cents. Look at this gold. Look at this piece of garbage. Oh my God. I think a train wreck is coming. Oh my God. 50 on the NASDAQ. Whoever's short gold, I would just lower your stop. For the patterns this week, I am 79. Well, that's a great job, SK Isaac. Congratulations. Great job, brother. Wow. Great job, SK Isaac. Great job. Oh my God, look at this gold. To the NASDAQ, that was a short into negative MACD at 57. You see that? That was a really great short. I was looking at the gold. See, that's a bear flag right here. You see the negative MACDs? When the 15s are rolling over like this, and you have the negative MACDs on the 5 and the 5's pushing up, you have two divergences, pushing up into the negative MACD on the 5, and you're pushing up and the 15s are turning down. So the bigger time frame always wins. Always wins.
Okay, I need to do 3 more numbers. Give me 3 more numbers.
Okay. Let's see. Number 231.
231. That is Atham 0740. Oh, you know what? Hold on. They put their name backwards. That's Mudu. MUDDU 2002. Mudu.
Not here? Wow, what a drop. Oh my God. I missed that bear flag. 57. Jesus. Oh,
yeah,
my
there's the lull
God.
that I have.
Okay, Mudu's here next.
Okay, let's do number 158, please.
158. All right, 1 second.
Oh my God. You see that bear flag on the NASDAQ? Jesus.
All right, brother. 1 second.
Right there. 60.
Michael B. Trades.
Michael B. Trades. Congratulations. Wow. That was off the 3-minute. That was a great short. I told you that. See the negative MACDs here? Wow. Corsi, good job.
And then
Nice. I like that Dawn card. That's the first.
Where's that coming from? One more?
yeah, one more. Give me one more number.
Let's do number 3. Wow, they just got kabooshed. Number 3?
It's gameplay Fool Italy. We all know he's here.
Oh, he's always here.
Yeah. All right. Back to you.
He's here?
He's got to be here. He's always here. Where are you at, gameplay? There he is. All right. Back to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Missed that kaboosh in there. All right. See here. Gold's going to push up. See, that was a great short on the gold. You can see how the MACDs didn't confirm on the 30 and 60s on the new high at 44, right?
Yeah.
So you have to let them have them. I don't look at VWAP. Wow, flip trading. Get in there. If this NASDAQ gets down to the 68 to 88 range, you may get one more push up here, one more. With the drop in that, is it good for scalping long? I would scalp the long. Well, I think the upside would be limited because, I mean, you got the negative MACD here on the 5. You got the 15s and the 30s rolling over here. So even if you do get a push up here, I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this. They dropped 90 points here. This guy jumped. This guy. I said this was a monster bear flag here. So Mikey Jacques, still short. Get in there. You use VWAP and order flow? I don't use that. Okay. Gotta be very careful here. Down 100 points. Gold just got kabooshed. Down 100. Again, you got the 30s, the 60s. Get one more push up here. Now you get the 5s negative. So any put, this was the great short right here, 57. Jesus. Scale out anywhere between the 89 and 03 level if they get up there. You can see the 30s are starting to roll over. So any push up is going to run into a brick wall here, right? Any push up's going to, you got the negative MACDs. There goes the NASDAQ right back up. Okay. 80 to 96. Who won tonight? Goose Bag, you're here? Lone Wolf won tonight? Lone Wolf? All right, so I'll be tomorrow from 10:30 to 11:30. I'll be with My Fund the Futures TV. Okay. Anybody can tell me where Google is trading now? Goose's leverage? He's always here. That is true. So you get one more push up here. And now any push up is going to make a lower high. And because the MACDs are negative here, any push up when the 5s get overbought or the 3s get overbought, you want to look to short them. I'd be flat here. Okay. Thank you, David. 333. Garbage. Fair trader, thank you. You out? Flat 98. All right, got 13 minutes here. And if anybody would like a 5-day free trial to my live stream, please text me your full name and email, and I will send you. It goes out every Monday on Discord from 8:30 to 4. Just text me your full name and email. Vanessa B, I'll see you tomorrow. That's why I said out at 98, right?
Yeah, it was a good call.
Dirty Blue Sky, nice to meet you. This NASDAQ gets down to the 40 to 80 range. I look to buy it, 40 to 80. So again, I say 40 to 80. Are you going to go 75? I mean, look at this gold. Jesus, down 22. My God. So if I go 40 to 80, maybe you go 75, you go 65, you go 55, you go 45, or you can go, I don't know, 80, maybe you go 65. There's no way. Everybody's different. It depends on how many contracts you want to put in, right? Yes, no, maybe so. What a beautiful short. I mean, you want to talk about gold here. I mean, every rally, look at this. I mean, this is just an absolute Picasso. The 60, the 30-minute, the MACDs are negative. You're negative on the 60. You're pushing up to new highs into a negative MACD during the Asia session here on the 30-minute. Look at this, 44. Here on the 60, so you have two divergences. One, the price is making a new high. The MACDs are non-confirming the highs into a negative MACD on the 60 and 30. And then you have the 30-minute time frame getting overbought into a negative MACD. Gold only had one place to go, but down. Down. That's it. Where's the bear? Okay. So the NASDAQ's down 100 off the highs. They ran 100, they dropped 100. If you long the NASDAQ at 80, I'd scale out along to between 90 and even. Okay? You should have gotten long.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm all out there.
You should have gotten long. Just ran 20. All right. When you blow multiple evals, Bobby, just give me a call. All right? I'll see if I can help you. All right? When you blow multiple accounts, wow, look at the NASDAQ. Look at them go. Look at them go. Again, this is the first pullback on the 15. You're going to get one more push up. Look for shorts on the 3 and the 5. NASDAQ just ran 27. Okay? All right, dirtbag. All right, no problem. What a short on the gold. My goodness. NASDAQ's going to be up 30. Nasdaq's going to be up 30. What was the low? 77? Yeah, 75. Nasdaq's just up 30 points. And again, this is the first pullback on the 15-minute time frame. Beautiful bull flag. So what I'm expecting is one more push up here into a negative MACD, get this here like this, a drop, and then you're going to really push up, get these deeply oversold here, right here. And then, like I said, I expect this, and then boink, up. Okay? All right? That's what I'm expecting. The monster bear flag on the hourly, but I think you get one more push up first. Okay? Good job, Invisible. Okay, see, right back down, but I wanted to, I thought it can get up to maybe 18 to 28 to get short. Okay, got up to 05, dropped to 92. Gold's finished. Gold, you got the 60s about to roll over, the 30s are rolling over. So any rally on the 5 into those negative MACDs, you want to short the gold. See that right there? Yeah. The negative MACD on the 5, you want to short that. All right, we got about 6 minutes left. Again, I want to thank all of you for being here. And again, if anybody has any questions about scaling in or how to learn the methodology, listen, just ask kindly and I'm more than happy to teach you. Okay? Let them go. My God, what a long. God, what a long. All right, if the NASDAQ gets up to the 15 to 50 range, I would just take a small scalp short. 15 up to 50. So if you want to go 15, you go 25, or you go 18, you go 28. If you miss it, you miss it. All right, but you got a little bear flag setting up here. I'm expecting one more push down. Put a nice long down there, right? Just ran from 75 up to 15. That's not bad. Oh, gold's getting killed. Look at this gold. The guy who bought gold at 41.44, he jumped. He jumped. Absolutely jumped. Wow. This NASDAQ should start dropping here on the 3. All right, if you're short at 15, look to cover anywhere between the 99 and 09. Might even go lower. Just short of 15s. That's a beautiful bear flag. Get him?
Yeah.
Good. Get in there. Look at him. Look at him. Beautiful bear flag. Beautiful bear flag. Beautiful bear flag. So if you had sold 1 at 15, or you sold 1 at 18, you didn't get filled. If you sold 1 at 15, and you sold 2 at, and you sell, look at this, 25-point drop. If let's say you sold 1 at 15, and then you sell 2 at 25, or maybe 2 at 28, that's how you do it, right? Right? Look at them drop. If it hits 85, it'll be 30 down. Wow. Wow, 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 and wow. Brian, tell me you got that short, Brian. You see, that's a triple Kabuski. See that? That's a triple Kabuski. Triple Kabuski is a sell divergence and a positive trend. It does 1 or 2 meanings. It sets up the long on the 15 or the sell reversal on the 15. Okay? Investing Bell, great job. There you go. All right. I want to thank Matt. I want to thank Aaron. I want to thank Luke. And I want to thank Aaron for being here tonight. And thank all of you. Okay? Again, it's my pleasure to be here. And remember, I'll be here tomorrow during the 10:30, 11:30 segment for My Fund the Futures TV. Also, the night stream again from 8 to 10. And again, listen, anybody can ask me any questions. Anybody can reach out to me. If you want a 5-day free trial or ask me any questions, just text me your phone name and email, and to my cell phone 914-500-7484. Have a great night, everybody. Please, if you want to follow me on social media at official Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Also, I have a podcast called The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly, and please watch it on my SK Trading YouTube. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. Good night, everybody.
Charts scribbled like hieroglyphs, secrets in the mist. Candlesticks whisper, every wick got a twist. Fibonacci spiral, price dance in a trance. Pyramids of profits if you catch the right glance.
Inner circle move, shadows on the screen. Trading on the edge, chasing that dream. Cipher in the candles, fortune in the haze. The cipher in the riddle, money through the maze.
Liquidity hunt, snipers in the dark. Stop loss graves marked by the market shark. Order block sermons, preaching through the pain. Catch the ICT code, ride the profit train.